Taurus, this is Nyonjo from Truth Has Changed Tarot, and I'm here to do your November reading. So let's get started. So your overall message this month is water. Everybody's getting water because of the Scorpio. I think the Scorpio moon that's starting the month off, and then Luna. Excuse me. So really use the beginning of this month to manifest this vision that you want. So by the end of the month, when the full moon happens, you'll be prepared to harvest what you have created. So a lot of this is going to be around taking in the Scorpionic energy, which really has a lot to do with transformation. So use this transformative energy to mold the vision that you want to see. So when the kind of fruits of it come about during this full moon, you'll be ready to harvest. It's really straightforward. Yeah. So the overall message I would use the word is preparation. Preparation. Alright, so let's go to the love reading. So for the singles, you have the Four of Wands in the reverse, or Four of Wands, and then you have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So, okay, yeah. So y'all are all about stability, comfort. This is what is coming up for me with this Four of Wands card. Really, right now, you feel very comfortable being in your settings right now. But that's making it difficult to move on to the next stage of engaging with folks. What is exactly what you're hearing? Okay. Ooh. So you have this coming up twice in your reading. Is this the Hierophant card? I think the Hierophant card has to do with Taurus. Let me see. It might be a different card. But either way, this Hierophant card has to do with, yep, it's ruled by the sign of Taurus. So you are getting in your own way with this need to be stable. Like, it's time to take a risk. This is what I was saying with this overall message. It's time to take a risk in how you engage with people and how you communicate with people. Like, it's time to, really now is the time to harvest this energy. And I think, too, at the end of this month, I'm like, let me... full moon, November. I'm trying to remember if the full moon this month is in your sign. So I think it would be really important to know. But either way, so with this Eight of Cups in the reverse energy, it has to do with moving on from a situation. And I think the comfort of the situation is making it very difficult for you to move forward. I'm like, oh my gosh, just tell me what the full moon is going to be. Here we go. I'm sorry. I'm just really invested in trying to know about this full moon. Okay. Well, it won't tell me. Oh. Yep. Full moon. So, this full moon at the end of the month, thanks for being patient, is going to be in your sign. And that is going to be November 14th. So by the middle of the month, this preparation, right now you're not ready. because you're in this comfort and you're in this stability. But you're gonna have to let that go, and really bring in the lessons, because the Hierophant has to do with spiritual teachings. It has to do with structure, like spiritual institutions, not even just spiritual, but institutions in general, like schools, banks, blah blah blah. But it's in reverse. So either you're engaging with maybe perhaps a person, or you're engaging with yourself, like with these spiritual teachings or these lessons. You're not learning this lesson in terms of like when to move on is one thing, but also too, like this lesson around engaging spiritual teachers or mentors that is preventing your growth forward. So maybe you've been listening to someone, a friend, whoever, who hasn't really been, maybe they don't know it, but they don't have your best interest in mind for you to be growing as a person. And for really what you are the only person to know what is going to push you to grow as a better person. But right now, you're being very comfortable where you are, but that's not going to serve you. You're going to be pushed. Like, you have to use this lunar energy now. Like, use this like full moon energy, or new moon energy in Scorpio on the 30th of October. Use that energy to manifest, like I said, what you really need, and what that's going to happen, what is going to be necessary for you to move towards, I believe, is this a different way of seeing comfort. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot, but I have to get to her. I had to know. All right, so let's go on to the couples. So you have the Five of Swords and the Justice in reverse. So definitely there's a sense of feeling, there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama, a lot of conflict. It's not like in the Five of Wands where it's just kind of playful conflict. This is like really like people are trying to get to the top. So maybe this is the way you're engaging with your partner, and how a dynamic that's present in your relationship is trying to get to the top. It's trying to be the one who's right. Trying to be the one who knows it to win the conflict. But that's not a healthy way of engaging at all. And as a result, you have this sort of like Justice reverse energy. No one's gonna win. If you're engaging like that, no one's gonna win. No one. Like, it's not healthy to like want to be. And again, like I said, it's not moving you forward in your spiritual growth. The Justice card has a lot to do with karma. And I think it's almost like an evening out. Not in the way that the Tower is like an evening out, but in the evening out in the sense of you put in, you get back what you put in. And right now, with the dynamic that y'all are putting in is this really kind of scattered, kind of conflictual way of engaging. It's not helpful. So this month is going to be a way. It's going to be kind of difficult in that sense. Maybe it's just happening in this month and y'all are hitting a rough patch. Or maybe it's like a rough patch. My southern accent comes out a little bit in weird ways. But yeah, y'all are going to hit a rough patch. And it's going to be difficult. But with this Justice card, really, because it's a major arcana card, it's really going to show you, like, this is not the way you need to be engaging. It's going to show you, like, it's going to illuminate this dynamic in a way that you really will both understand, like, this is not, no one's going to win. Y'all are just going to be tired and exhausted. No one's going to win. Like, should I put on another card? I don't think so. Well, I want to, so. Yep. So you have the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Y'all are just going to be, like, isolated from each other if you continue with this dynamic. You're going to both feel left out of the cold. You're not going to hear each other. You're just going to be like, you see this person, they're on the ground? Like, that's not a good look. Just on the ground there, like, ugh. They're tired. They've been going and going and going and going. And, like, hopefully someone will come out and kind of see, but really that's going to be y'all. It's not going to be anybody else. Maybe you can have, like, a therapist, a couple therapists, or something like that. But at the end of the day, that person is there to guide you. They're not going to do the work for you. There we go. So let's go to your career and passion. So you have the Tower reversed, the Hierophant reversed again, and the Sun card. These two are major arcana cards. Y'all, this Hierophant reversed again. Y'all are coming up reversed. And this is not very great. So, with the Tower reversed and the Hierophant reversed, like I said, there's this way of engaging in your spiritual message and in these teachings and these lessons that are not working out. And I think you know how it's playing out in a negative way in your work and passion setting, because this Tower reverse is here present. And it's going to illuminate. Even if you don't know, or you know, but you don't want to deal with it, it's going to be illuminated at the end. It's going to be exposed. I'm like, it's going to be exposed. Like, expose him. Expose her. Yeah, it's going to be exposed. So, I'm going to clarify this Hierophant reverse, though. Yeah, you got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So, it's like this, like I said, you were hiding from the truth and the way that this dynamic is playing out in general, but also in your work and passion setting. Maybe you know, like, what this job is not for you, and the universe is sending this lesson, or you know that the way you're engaging with your passion is in not, like I said, you're not envisioning it in the way that you should be, or you know it can be, that you're not being present in your power. And that's what the Hierophant upright is. It's this very powerful, and it's kind of like, you know, see a little crow here. It's kind of different here. But let me show you how it looks on the other deck. It's a very powerful, spiritual, grounded energy. The Hierophant is a teacher that spreads the word in a way that empowers other people. But right now, you're not living in that truth. But it's going to be exposed. You're going to be exposed. How is it going to be exposed? I'm like, how is it going to be exposed? All right. And the way that you build trust and build relationships and build foundations, that's how it's going to be exposed. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the spirituality and community aspect. So you have the Seven of Cups. These are such a beautiful card. It's like under the water. Ocean. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Man of Worlds. Okay. There's a disconnect between an illusionary way of engaging with self-care. I'm gonna clarify these two cards because I think there's another message. Ooh, yeah. You have the Woman of Worlds, which is the Queen of Pentacles, in the reverse. So there's a disconnect in how you are engaging with being grounded, with being self-sufficient, with being in your element. Like, I think you think you're doing it one way, but really in reality, it's actually draining your resources. Like, you kind of like, the Pentacles have to do with Earth signs. So you focusing on the illusionary aspects as opposed to the reality of the options that are presented to you is blocking you from being fully in your element. And it's definitely possible for you to get to that place because the Man of Wands is here. But for you to really address that dynamic, this mindset, this way of engaging with your larger higher purpose and community, you have to understand you have to burst that bubble. You have to burst that bubble around what is draining you financially, materially, energetic wise, not like spiritually energetic, but like literally your physical energy. What is draining you? What habits have you sort of latched onto that are draining you, that are not allowing you to be in your full element? Because once you're able to get in your full element, you'll be able to be one and harmony in communion and relationship with yourself. You see here with the woman of worlds and the man of worlds, like that's going to be a crucial aspect. Like I said, this visioning is going to be so important for you this month. So you're able to really take in the full power and manifest whatever this full moon brings to you. Man, Taurus, y'all. I'm like, what? There's just a lot of like urgency almost in this reading. Like, I don't know how to explain to y'all. There's a lot of urgency. Like this, it's almost like this full moon is a deadline. Not a deadline, but like, yeah, kind of. I'm like, yeah. So let's get to the overall advice. So I'm courageous, steady, and strong. Y'all are. Look at this beautiful, beautiful lion. Beautiful. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. I'm going to read that meaning after I share with y'all this part. And then my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's read that one, proper rest, because I think that's I knew that was the main one. I was like, my intuition is like, I knew that was the main one. All right. Proper rest is key to keeping our eyes bright, our skin clear, our vibe high, and our magical powers on point during our waking hours. Your body and spirit want rest, so you're restored and feeling your best. You don't need to earn your beauty sleep. You deserve it, and thrive with it. You feel more stable, make healthier choices, be more focused, and have more energy. Slow down and welcome a sweet, restful phase to enter your life. Sleeping well at night or adding in necessary naps during the day will help subside and balance emotions, roller coaster cravings, and kicking your body's healing system into full gear. Be sure to make time in your life for sleep, rest, and relaxation. It's a vital part of true self-care, which in turn impacts your service, presence, and success in the world. Like I said, and what I spoke to earlier about the sense of urgency, like there's a sense of urgency, and I think this proper rest is highlighting that. Even though it's saying slow down, it's saying slow, like right now it's just like you're almost burning yourself out in the way that you're engaging with your body and the way you're engaging with the world. So it's going to be really critical for you during this month to be able to vision a better everyday life for yourself. Better everyday life patterns for yourself. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and follow me on Instagram. If you'd like a personal reading from me, email me at truthischancetarot, and yeah, blessings.